What if I told you the US dollar's dominance is over, and no one's ready for what's replacing it? Welcome to 2025, and if you're still thinking about global power like it's 2020, you're already behind. For decades, the G7 ruled the world economy. The US dollar, untouchable. But something seismic is happening, and it's not a distant future scenario. It's here. A new global superbloc is rising, and it's moving fast. This isn't about politics or prediction, it's about numbers. Cold, hard numbers. BRICS Plus, the newly expanded alliance of emerging powers, is no longer a footnote in geopolitical debates. It's a gravitational force reshaping trade, finance, and global influence. And if you're not paying attention, you're missing the biggest power shift of the 21st century. So what is BRICS Plus, and why does it matter? BRICS started back in 2001 as a casual acronym: Brazil, Russia, India, China. A Goldman Sachs economist coined it to describe rising markets. By 2009, they'd held a summit. By 2010, South Africa joined, turning BRIC into BRICS. Fast forward to 2023. Boom! At the Johannesburg summit, BRICS dropped a geopolitical bomb, inviting Egypt, Ethiopia, Iran, Saudi Arabia, and the UAE. These countries formally joined on January 1st, 2024. Argentina, once considered, walked away, but the message? Crystal clear. This isn't evolution. This is revolution. The numbers don't lie. BRICS Plus now represents 46% of the global population. That's nearly half the world. Their share of global GDP, PPP in 2024, 40%. And by 2025, 40.7%. Meanwhile, the G7, slipping to just 28.4%. BRICS Plus produces 45% of the world's crude oil and holds over 50% of its reserves. Just sit with that for a second. Energy, economy, and demographics, all in one block. The G7 used to write the rules. Now BRICS Plus is holding the pen. But here's the real kicker. The world is moving from unipolar to multipolar. The US and Western institutions like the IMF, World Bank, and UN Security Council, they're losing influence. Many nations in the global south feel silenced, and BRICS Plus is the megaphone. It's not just an alliance, it's an alternative. One where countries no longer have to play by Western rules or fear Western sanctions. Strategic power plays you need to know with oil giants like Saudi Arabia, Iran, and UAE on board. BRICS Plus controls a major lever of global energy pricing. This energy power could fuel parallel trade systems where deals are done in local currencies, not dollars. Russia's pivot post-sanctions was a case study, selling oil to India and China outside the SWIFT system. Translation: the West no longer has exclusive financial muscle. How BRICS Plus is rewiring global trade. For decades, trade flowed east-west, heavily tilted toward the US and Europe. But BRICS Plus is flipping that map. India's trade with BRICS Plus hit $335 billion in 2023-24, nearly double from a decade ago. Their secret weapon? Preferential trade deals that remove tariffs and build new supply chains. Resilient, decentralized, and outside Western choke points. And here's where it gets even deeper. China's Belt and Road Initiative is fusing infrastructure with influence. Countries like Egypt and Ethiopia are now critical BRI nodes. This is economic architecture with geopolitical consequences. South-South trade is booming. Brazil's soybeans going east. Russia's oil sold in rupees and yuan. China's manufacturing feeding a block of billions. This isn't just trade, it's a rebalancing of global commerce, where the consumer market of tomorrow lives in Delhi, São Paulo, Johannesburg, and Riyadh. Not just New York or London. The dollar's dominance? Under siege. Let's talk de-dollarization. And trust me, this isn't just clickbait. The freezing of Russia's central bank assets woke up the global south. What happens if your economy is one policy away from being paralyzed? BRICS Plus responded fast. China and Brazil, UN rail trade, India buying oil in rupees, Russia-China trade, 95% now in rubles and yuan. BRICS Plus isn't waiting for permission. They're building their own systems. Enter BRICS Plus financial infrastructure. The new development bank, NDB, $100 billion capital, $32.8 billion approved projects. Contingent Reserve Arrangement, CRA, a $100 billion safety net. Think BRICS IMF, BRICS Pay, blockchain-based payment systems in progress. Project mBridge, a multi-nation digital currency platform already piloted. These systems aren't just ideas, they're operating now. And look at this trend. The dollar's share of global FX reserves dropped from 72% 2 decades ago to 59% in 2024. Meanwhile, BRICS plus nations are loading up on gold. Why? Because gold can't be sanctioned, but it's not all smooth sailing. Yes, BRICS plus is massive, but it's also messy. India and China still spar over borders. Political systems range from democracies to monarchies to autocracies. A shared currency? Not happening soon. The economies are too diverse for that. Yet, their pragmatism outweighs ideology. They agree on one thing: rebalance global power. And that's a powerful unifier. What comes next? By 2025, BRICS Plus will officially surpass the G7 in global GDP PPP. By 2030, they could reach a collective $40 trillion economy. India is set to contribute 12.9% to global GDP growth through 2028, more than the US. China? 22,6%. They're not just catching up, they're leading. And it's not just about money, it's about technology too. From AI to biotech, from sovereign digital infrastructure to smart manufacturing, BRICS Plus is investing heavily in becoming a tech superpower. Think Digital India, Made in China 2025, Africa's fintech boom. These aren't slogans, they're strategy. What it all means for you. We're witnessing a once-in-a-century shift, not just in power, but in possibility. The G7 can't call the shots unilaterally anymore. And for the first time in modern history, a global order shaped by the Global South is taking root. If you're in business, politics, education, or even just thinking about your financial future, BRICS Plus is no longer optional knowledge. It's the front line of tomorrow's world order. So tell me, what do you think is the biggest challenge or opportunity for BRICS Plus in the next decade? Drop your boldest predictions in the comments. If this deep dive opened your eyes to how fast the world is changing, smash that like button, hit subscribe, and ring the bell so you never miss a moment of the shift that's already underway. Because in this new world, knowledge isn't just power, it's survival.